Hi everyone, welcome to another episode by Poor Man Gamer. I posted a video yesterday about Try Your Deck Thursdays, and a lot of you were incredibly receptive to that idea, and I am so thankful for all of you for watching my videos and subscribing. I will try my best every Thursday to randomly feature one or two players. I think the goal is I'm going to try to feature two of you guys. So guys, comment below. Let me know what deck you are struggling with, and I'm going to try my best to play with it and see if I can get a win. I already tried using an MG squad, and please don't ever ask me to use it again. I have no idea how to win with it because it's not a great unit, right? And if you can find a way to win with it, please let me know. In this video here, I am going to go through with you guys my two favorite GDI units, which is the Pitbull Predator tank combination, okay? I believe that every GDI player that uses a War Factory, the Pitbull Predator tank combination is one of the best units you can use, and I will show you why in this video. I guarantee you, if you use your Predator Pitbull combination well, you will win way more games than you lose, okay? I promise you. So take a look here. I am on the right hand side, the opponent's on the left hand side. I usually scout first, but because of this deck composition, so I'm just going to slow it down here. In this particular deck, I actually use a War Factory opening with a Rhino, right? I don't have any good scout units, quote unquote. The reason I do this is because sometimes in the higher level plays, I'm not too afraid of getting rushed. Because it just doesn't happen as frequently anymore. People are just skilled in defending rushes. So as you can see here, check this out. I see a Scarab Cyber Wheel combination. I keep my Harvester harvesting for as long as possible before I move it. The Scarab takes time to set up. I'm not scared of that Scarab. He tries to use the Scarab to hunt down my Predator tank. I use my Rhino and switch fire to take out his Scarabs. Right, and boom, down goes his main weapon, and I immediately move my Harvester back. I stack my Harvester on top of my Rhino, which is how I protected it. And as you can see here, his early rush didn't pay off because he opened with a Scarab and Cyber Wheel. Very interesting, and I'm sure this could work against some players that are not expecting it. He almost had me with a Scarab, but fortunately we were able to knock it out, right? So down goes his Scarab and down goes his bike. And check out on the top left here, look at the Pitbull. Because the Pitbull can fire on the move, I am able to deal damage to the bike. I got off 2 or 3 shots and the bike never got a shot off against me. Right, which is why I absolutely love the Pitbull. And because of the way it can move. So right now, I see that he's got no Harvester. I'm just keeping the missile charged. And I'm just going to park my Pitbull there to body block his Harvester. Exactly what I did there. And now I roll up my Predator tank. Pitbulls are great, they're light, they're fast, but they don't have a lot of armor. That's why I rolled out a Predator tank, because I knew the bikes were coming. Right, one shot, down goes his bike. I'm again pressuring his Harvester the entire time, not letting him harvest. Crushing his economy, while keeping the missile charge. I go ahead there, I'm not sure what he was trying to do with his Harvester, but my Predator tank was able to take it out pretty easily. Out comes another Predator tank. The Predator tanks are great because they have so much health, and it takes out the bikes pretty well. So take a look at here. I go ahead and fire off one shot against his Scarab. I should have backed it out even more. I didn't, but because it's got so much health, the Predator tank, I was able to get 2 shots on the Scarab, and it didn't deal enough damage to my Predator tank to kill it. I am still going to keep pressuring his Harvester. At this stage of the game, I roll a Disruptor. The reason I'm using Disruptor is because it's part of my daily challenge. That's it. I have no other reason as to why I am using a Disruptor. So, yeah. As you can see here, Predator tank does a pretty good job against the Scarab. Now I'm going to go ahead and park myself on all 3 tiles. My Disruptors are out to finish my daily challenge. Right? It's only level 9s. I don't really care. I never use them. Right? I don't think they're a great unit because they're really slow. And we are able to win this match fairly quickly. So, the power of the Pitbull Predator combination. It's wonderful. So if you guys are stuck on the GDI side, highly recommend you to use it. I'm going to go through another replay here. Sometimes people feel that, well, you know, Poor Man Gamer, You've got pretty high level units now at level 10 because you've been playing for a while. What if the reason you're winning is just because you have stronger units? To which I say, you know what? That's a possibility. So I'm going to show you guys here a friendly match of a regular deck that I consistently use. It's a deck that has gotten me pretty good success so far. I have since swapped out my Hammerhead for a Talon because I found the Talon to be a pretty good anti-air unit. So here's the friendly match. This particular map is not that great because it's so easy to trap the enemy Harvester, but I'm still going to show you guys the power of the Predator tank Pitbull. So I immediately rolled up my War Dog and I see that he has a Harvester open. So instead of building my own Harvester, I immediately open with my Predator tank. I notice he's got a Rhino there, what I do is I run my Pred tank to the top because I was hoping to hide it. See that? He didn't see it. So out comes my Predator tank and I'm able to trap his Harvester. So much fun. And I'm also letting him charge up the missile for me. So Alpha, I know you're the leader of this clan that we're in America. I really appreciate you playing this friendly match with me. Look at the Predator tank. It just absolutely crushes everything. Isn't it great? And that's the problem with this deck. Like, so with this map. With a Harvester placed in the right position. So with the War Dog placed in the right position, as you can see there, the enemy can't harvest. So if you get off to a bad start and you don't scout on this map, you're pretty much dead in the water. So as you can see here, the Predator tank, look how well it takes out units. It takes out the... I love it because it fires on the move. And so I can tile block people, right? It does a lot of damage against vehicles. And this entire time, I'm just keep pressuring him. So I'm going to speed up the game a little bit here. I go at it and I just keep pressuring him with my Pred tanks. I jump up with my Jump Jet Squad and I charge it up. Take out another Harvester. I probably could have won this game without ever building a Harvester. I'm keeping this missile charge the whole time. I'll go ahead and start pushing up my units now. I'm standing on 2 missile tiles. I'm just trying to go ahead and win this missile. And I really just keep rolling out Pred tanks, right? And I also roll out a Hammerhead just for fun. And the game's over. So as you guys can see here, power of the Predator tank in this particular matchup. Very, very strong unit. It can fire on the move. I love it. If you feel that the Predator tank's a little bit too slow for your liking, I understand where you're coming from. The key is just not to make it scramble and run around in circles. I'll show you guys another match here against a fairly strong level opponent. No, I'll show you guys 2 more matches. I think this matchup was a little bit better, so let's take a look here. This is the deck that I've been commonly running. It's got a great balance. I open with a War Dog, and then I scout them out. If they are heavy on vehicles, I counter with my Pitbull. If they're heavy on infantry, I stall them out with my War Dogs just long enough until I get my Shockwave troops out. And so far, it's worked out pretty well. So this is a small map. I did not rush the opponent. I just opened with a War Dog just to take a look at what he has. This particular map is not as great for that Predator tank rush that I showed you. Because it's so easy for the Harvester to move out of the way. His first mistake was I had no idea why he moved it to the corner. It accomplishes nothing. And so I moved my War Dog prematurely. I should have just kept it there, forced his Harvester to run all the way around before I try to tile block him. And yeah, what can I say, right? So there's my Predator, my Pitbull coming out, right? I was able to get 2 shots on the bikes before he's able to get 1 off me. I go ahead and I just pressure his Harvester a little bit more. And it buys me time to roll out my Predator tank. So I try to keep my War Dog alive, but fortunately the War Dog took the shot. It saved my Predator tank. I don't know how he managed to get off another shot against me without me firing it back one on him. I think it's because I didn't micro it properly. Another mistake in terms of microing I made. I should have moved the tank with more health to the top first and not my weaker one. And that allowed him to snipe my weaker tank and get rid of it. And now he's got a charge up. I made another mistake here. I rolled out my MLRS prematurely. But fortunately, he didn't pressure me with his bike. He should have charged up with his bike to come up against me, but I think he's just trying to win this missile. The MLRS got set up. I was able to take him out, stall the missile a little more. I advanced my MLRS. He should have used his tank right now to pressure me. By the time he noticed it, too late. My MLRS was able to take out his ground units, and fortunately, I got this first missile. I immediately moved my MLRS down because I want to try to pressure his Harvester. I use my Pitbull to body block, right? Like you see there, basically form a wall or a shield. Out comes the MLRS, and I go ahead and start pressuring him. and boom, we were able to get it. I roll out another Pred tank, and I roll out a Shockwave. The Pred tank does a pretty good job body blocking because it has a lot of health. It takes the missile squads a long time. And so there you have it. I was able to protect my MLRS. I did quite a bit of damage. Another bad mistake here, I should have moved and moved my tank back because there's no point keeping it there anymore, and I just gave him a free Pred tank. And you can see I keep making mistakes over and over here. My MLRS should have targeted his Harvester. I don't know why, me being an idiot, I shot his missile squads instead. Big mistake. One missile squad almost took out my entire army. If I had that second Harvester, this match would have turned out very differently. So I go ahead there and I use my Pred tank once again to take out his Harvester. Pred tanks are great because they have so much health, right? I move my Pred tank back. I know I'm gonna lose it. What can I do? I go ahead and finish off his Not Buggy on the top, and I move my Pitbull to the bottom. And as you can see, the versatility of this Pitbull here, it's so quick, it fires on the move, and we were able to get this second win, I believe, pretty soon, if not now. There you have it, right? All because of the Pitbull Predator tank combination. So guys, if you're stuck, try using this GDI deck. It's got a great balance of everything that you need, and as long as you upgrade your Pitbulls as much as you can and your Shockwaves, you should be in good shape. The War Dogs, I haven't even paid too much attention to. So we're going to go ahead here and take a look at another match. This one was really close. I don't think it was the best demonstration of me using my units properly. I was able to squeeze out a win luckily at the very end. But my point still stands in terms of the Pitbull Predator tank combination. Absolutely wonderful combination. So definitely give it a try if you're struggling on GDI side. Right, and remember, this is already in the Masters League, and I'm trying to push my way up to the Tiberium League. So it's not like these opponents are, you know, scrubs, right? They know what they're doing. So again, there's the War Dog. I'm not overly concerned about his Rifleman. If you let it attack your Harvester, of course, it's going to do quite a bit of damage. I'm just trying to weaken him up there, right? I should have moved my War Dog away, but I didn't. My mistake. I do see his Laser Squad, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish off buy myself a little bit more time to roll out my Shockwaves because he's coming into infantry. So there you have it. I take out his infantry, and as you can see here, we got off to an okay start, right? I haven't had a chance to pressure his Harvester yet, and as I can see here, he does do a pretty good job microing his units around. I roll up my MLRS now because I want to see if I can snipe a Harvester, and the MLRS is the fastest way of doing it. I do see his Not Buggy. I just back off a little bit. I should have used my Shockwave Troop to move it down and tile block or body block so that my MLRS can do even more damage. Unfortunately, I didn't. I made a mistake. But yeah, we were still able to get one Harvester. He's got a double Harvester right now, which is why I'm emphasizing so much on trying to take out his win this first missile. He does a really good job stalling out the missile as well. But fortunately, the Pred tank comes out. There's the Pitbull Pred tank combination. You saw how quickly the Pitbull was able to get around. And there's the tank again, and I go ahead and finish off his Flame Squad. I made another mistake here. I should have just let my Shockwave... I shouldn't have built another Shockwave, right? And now I finally go ahead, get down there, and I start pressuring his Harvesters. I did want to open up with a Lieutenant Strongarm, but I was a little late. MLRS took care of his bikes. I just keep trying to pressure his Harvester again. As you can see here, the Pred tank does a pretty good job. I just need one more shot, but I don't think I got it off, no. So, I left his bikes weak because they're easy to take care of, like you saw over there. Another mistake, should have moved my MLRS down earlier. I didn't, right? It's still standing there, not doing anything, truth be told. And that was a huge waste of units. So as you can see there, my MLRS still standing there. It's not until it gets attacked that I realize, oh, I have an MLRS, maybe you should use it, idiot. And I should have rolled it down even more to get better map control. But I didn't. I'm using my Talon as my main anti-air. I used my Pitbull to quickly move it into tile to block. I wasn't able to get my Pitbull, my second Pitbull down earlier. And unfortunately, I did end up losing the second missile, as you will shortly see. I needed to build anti-infantry units. I should have rolled out my Shockwave even earlier, right? And my Pitbull, instead of standing two of them there, I should have moved one down to start engaging his Basilisk. So mistakes all the way around. Right now he has the upper hand, but because of the amount of pressure I was able to keep putting on his harvesters, he never ended up building a second harvester again, right? And so folks, I've been emphasizing a lot of my own mistakes, but just keep in mind this, okay? Whenever you pressure the enemy opponent, like my Pitbull's still standing like an idiot. Whenever you pressure the opponent, you force them to make mistakes. And look at the mistakes he's making. He's trying to base rush me with Confessors, right? That tells me he has no idea what he's doing. Base rushing a Confessor is not a great idea because it does so little damage to the base, right? Confessors are only great if you use it to surround it with infantry, like a Cyborg, for example, would have been great here. And yeah, so I don't know why he did that, but anyway, my Pitbull does a great job body blocking. I was able to get the units out, and we were able to pick up this win. So very fortunate on my part that at the end, he didn't quite know what he was doing. So again, the power of the Pitbull Predator tank. I want to see if I can show you guys one more matchup here. Again, this is a friendly match, so the units are even. So I don't have any level advantages or disadvantages. Is exactly what you would see in the tournament. Yeah, so hopefully this is a good demonstration of the power of a Pitbull Predator tank combination. So take a look at here. I open with a harvester because it's a big map, it's pretty flexible. If they're gonna rush me, I'm not overly concerned. And I open with a war dog, right? I don't always have to open with a scout unit. I'm not a robot. I go ahead, I'm just trying to see if he's got a double harvester. I poke my head in, he doesn't, and I just keep my war dog there, right, in the area to see what else he's gonna build. So let's slow down here. War dog is a war factory unit, and the missile squad is a barrack unit. So that means he's spent a lot of money on buildings, and that's why I rolled out with a Predator tank. I roll a Predator tank because I'm trying to pressure the enemy harvester. So I go ahead and roll my Pred tank out. I just charge it right across, straight. I use my War Dog to tile block, right? And look at that. I am able to get 2 shots on his harvester before he's able to counter me. I open with even more War Dogs. I go ahead and roll my Pred tank down because I know my Pred tank is a lot stronger than a War Dog. I allowed him to charge up the missile for me this entire time. I roll out even more War Dogs. I ensure myself a win on the missile. I use a Lieutenant Strong Arm on the top just to distract him. I actually had no intention of engaging his Pred tank. I want his Pred tank to attack my Lieutenant Strong Arm. Because now I use my War Dog against his missile squad and he left his harvester unprotected. So would you look at that? There goes the first enemy harvester. I'm up 100 Tiberium. I let those War Dogs die because they don't serve me much purpose anymore. And I open with my MLRS. All this enemy pressure also means that I get to see a lot of the map, so I know what he's building and I can counter accordingly. I'll go ahead and roll out my MLRS. I'm pressuring him on the bottom. He's distracted on the top. By the time he realizes that he could have moved his Predator tank, I sniped it. Right, and now I've got pretty good map control in the middle. I finally open up with my Shockwave. I use my Lieutenant Strong Arm to reinforce it. Right, my Shockwave does a great job and I have complete map control. Notice how here he thinks he's gonna win this missile, right? I jump on one tile, I already stall it out. I jump on a second tile, I have the advantage, and I could easily kill any War Dogs units that he have. All this enemy pressure means that he doesn't really have much of a chance to roll out his Tech Lab units, and by the time he does, the game's already over, right? And that's why, again, the Predator tank in this case, I didn't use the Pitbull. Predator tank is absolutely incredible unit. So guys, thank you for watching. If you are struggling with your GDI deck, right, on the GDI site, I'll give you a breakdown now as to what I'm using, so you can clearly see how I've done. So there you have it. Nope, that was from the friendly match. This is the deck right here. So we'll go through it together. War Dog, Pitbull, Predator tank, MLRS, the Talon or Hammerhead, either one, and Shockwave, and the Lieutenant Strong Arm is interchangeable with the Colonel Jackson. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a wonderful day. Take care.